Away from kick-off now. Welcome to viewers everywhere watching this coverage of the Rugby League World Cup. The entry of the Samoan and Greek sides. Two teams beaten in their first matches in Group A. They share the group with England and France. The venue is Doncaster in South Yorkshire. The city of Leeds, about 40 k's to the northwest of us here. Doncaster famous for its racecourse. Oldest race in the world. But today, Rugby League takes centre stage. It's cool, like breeze, but no rain. That's the best news of all. Lachlan Ilias on screen there. Young South Sydney Rabbitohs half. Key player for this one, as we stand by now for the national anthems of Samoa and Greece. You'd say from the anthem, the game faces are on, but they need to be. We will have the performance of the Super Tau coming up to kick off. They've got a little bit to clear off the ground here. Andrea, I think you're going to be entertained pre-match, but once it gets on, I think we're going to learn a lot about the Samoan side, even from the opening 5-10 minutes. I mean, they were timid against England. They need their best and biggest start. Yeah, definitely. I think we're all a little bit surprised at the performance against England, and you're right. I think this first 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes will really set the tone and see what sort of game we're going to have today. And for the Greek side, well, let's hope they were watching Jamaica last night. How good was that? Brilliant. Absolutely. One of the moments of the World Cup, yes, in Hull, getting their first ever World Cup try. I think it was celebrated like they did with the World Cup as well. It was brilliant. I think a bit of a tear in a lot of people's eyes about that. It was really emotional. Here we are, Junior Barlow with the honour of leading the Super Tau. PA off myself, I think. They're standing by for the war cry of the Samoan team.
Samoa! Saui! Kako! Ia kau e makua kau! Ia whai e me whai! Samoa! Mako ke koi ato vale! Ai uso aso uma! Samoa!
Yes, spine tingling as always. Boy, did Junior Barlow belt it out. It was ringing around the Eco Power Stadium here in Doncaster and gets us ready for it. Lineups locked in and ready to go in this Group A encounter. Let's confirm the lineups for Samoa. And it is a side that includes some youngsters that are incredibly talented. Sualihi at the back. If you haven't seen him play before, he is a superstar in the making. Very happy for Fiona on the wing. Young St George Illawarra Dragon wearing jumper number 19. Matt's ready to go. And plenty of experience up front. And the Greece side with Magulius and Billy. Boy, he's versatile. He'll play 5'8" today in jumper number 13. Lachlan Ilias, that's their strength around halves and hooker. And they are very much the underdogs today, but with plenty of support here in Doncaster. James Child is referee. Grant Atkins has the video referee duties. On a Sunday afternoon local time, 5 o'clock kickoff. But so happy that conditions improved and lend themselves to some good rugby league being played as well. This cup all about inclusiveness. Together, we are united with this great sport of rugby league. The wheelchair competition, the Women's World Cup not too far away from getting underway. We'll have coverage for you. And the players literally like a cat on the hot tin roof, ready to go. They are ready to start. I think the first few collisions, don't look away. So we are together here in Doncaster. We are 9 days into this Rugby League World Cup. So many good stories have come out of it. We're still away from the pointy end. Underway in Doncaster, off the boot of Lachlan Ilias. Not the deepest of kickoffs. And Josh Papali'i takes the first run, and it put Adam Vranos onto his backside. The number 25 for the Greeks hit the deck on the first run of the day. Brian To'o, the Penrith Panthers winger, taking that run 15 metres inside their Samoan half. And Barlow and Luai, and an early spread of the ball. Tim Laffey back in national colours today. His third World Cup for Samoa. This is Luai beating Flokas in the tackle. Was able to come for a second time there. So early pressure on the Greek side with a pretty serious surge. They've made their way to within 20 metres of the line. Last tackle, and Chanel Harris-Davita, a kick that has Robinson outlet there, the first try of the match. Brian To'o has beaten the Greek fullback to the ball, and Brian To'o has gotten the Samoans off to the perfect start.
Yeah, that just came from a really measured set down the middle, some big carries, and the Greek team were having to put numbers in there to try and control the ruck, and they're struggling a little bit.
So here it is again, Robinson. He didn't seem totally committed, did he, when you watch that replay? The momentum is always with the man coming forward, but Robinson didn't quite get himself in good body position there. And To'o is rewarded with a 4-pointer. That's where you want your kicks coming down, just short of the line.
Yeah, it looked really easy for him then. Yeah, you're right, the Greek football didn't really want to have a bar of that.
And To'o is one of the real entertainers from the NRL. He's a terrific young fella. Matches the ability he has on the field. So opening set, and they're on their way. Stephen Crichton to kick. He kicked over 80% this year in the NRL when he had to back up for Nathan Cleary at Penrith. He's a good kicker. He proves it with his first one of the day. And it is a 6-0 converted try start to the Samoans.
I think that's what the Greek team are gonna have to really match up on today, is try and control this with the Samoan team. I think the French team put it on them a little bit and they struggle, but again, like you've alluded to, it's another level up with the Samoan team today around this ruck.
So back underway again, and same drill again. Josh Papali'i with the run. Had plenty of experience at test level with the Australian side. Josh, 11 tests in fact for the Kangaroos, but now playing his 6th international for Samoa. Levi brings them on for Barlow. Offload, that's a feature of his game. They're putting it together early. Laffey on the run back in field. One thing that we know from Tim's game, he is an offloader as well. If it all comes together, this is a side well and truly capable of scoring plenty of tries here in Doncaster. Sualihi on the play the ball, Levi taking off. Stefanos Bastos there, I don't know whether he got to marker, but was allowed to continue. Now Jaden Sewer for the Samoans. The drums are beating here in Doncaster. Now Levi, another set. The Greek side yet to touch the ball, yet to have a hit up. And the fact there was a set restart during this set didn't help them. Luai off the left foot, offload, ball lost, play on the call. And claiming the try is Junior Barlow. Jerome Luai has a lethal left foot step. So that should set alarm bells ringing. But there was no indication that James Child was going to pull it up there. This could be their second try.
Video ref to match director. We have a live decision of try. Can I please check all available angles looking at the grounding?
What's it going up as, sir?
Junior Paulo grounds the ball with both hands in the end goal. I'm happy with my decision.
So we're not going to look at anything early in that. Certainly Junior Barlow, he's got hands like dinner plates.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. That's a good feeling for a front rower.
It is. It's not very often you get front row at the end of some of them. We'll be pleased with that.
Well, we saw on Friday night, Scotland, it wasn't until late in the game they had a tackle inside the Australian half. Poor old the Greek side here, they can't get their hand, they can't get a tackle. They'd settle for a tackle anywhere right at the moment. But a second try, and Crichton with a shot. Junior Barlow, he doesn't score many tries. He's only scored 12 in his NRL career, the big fella. And with the honour of captain here, as I mentioned earlier, co-captain of the Parramatta Eels. No doubt the ball knocked down there, the left hand. And good call by referee Child to play on. And good finish by Big Barlow.
Again, just in that dead ball, there didn't seem to be that urgency. There were 3 Greek players there, and you know he's come from behind there to ground the ball. There just doesn't seem to be that little bit of urgency from the Greek team.
So Crichton, his second kick of the day. And meticulous with his setup and process. He's 2 from 2. It is Samoa 12. Greece nil here in Doncaster. Well, put yourself in the Greek shoes right now, Andrea. What can you do in this next set? How do they stop a charge? Sets have gone the full length of the field back to back.
Probably put about 8 of them in one tackle, I'd say, no, but no, I think not. Well, I'm just waiting to see if they're going to go a short kick-off here, follow the Jamaicans last night, but
yeah,
it's $1 million question, isn't it? They've just got to bar up and try and put as much pressure on they can and get those first contacts in.
Joseph Sualihi on a run. He is some athlete. Boy, did he glide across the grass there. 15 metres inside their own half. Now, Matt Fionney on the run. His brother Maps, I'm sure, is watching. Well, I assume he's watching from Australia. Brothers playing at the St George Illawarra Club. Barlow almost back to halfway. Flockhart was the defender there. Aloye, well, here they go again. Quickest way from A to B, it's just go straight. And this is a side that has dialed in early, this Samoan team, and it's good to see.
Yeah, the Greek team are just struggling to control the ruck at the minute. They're being left at the floor or carried 5-6 metres, and it's just making it easy for the Samoan side.
Well, they needed that.
Yeah.
They needed that. Rueful look on the face of Fionney, and finally the Greeks will get their hand on the ball. They were just about to go to a second hand shop and buy one. Laffey's pass around the back. So we get to see what the Greeks have. I wonder if they got trick shots. I mean, oh, that's not a trick shot. That's not a trick shot at all. The 2 bounce pass to Billy Magoulias.
Yeah, that's not what you want in your first set, but luckily they've kept hold of it.
Wow, I had a flash of a try being scored under the black dot, actually. It was begging to be taken. Playing the ball as Mugias there, the left centre. Now Marmazelis, he's played a handful of games in the National Rugby League. He's got former Kangaroo Damien Cook in front of him at South Sydney. He's been hurt in this tackle. Aloye and Junior Barlow involved there. Geez, I hope you like drums, Andrea.
Yeah, it's better than a cowbell.
Well, tell you what, they're loud. I mean, you'd hear them back in the... I think you'd hear them back in the town centre. I had a lovely walk out to the ground, Andrew. It's about a 30-minute walk. I had to walk off lunch, as you can understand.
Yep. your kebab that you had, was it?
Yes, I've had a good lunch here in Doncaster, let me tell you. I mean, when in Doncaster, eat like the Turks, because there's a lot of good Turkish food and Greek food here.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's renowned for its food finesse in Doncaster, I don't know.
Well, we can change that, Andrew, over 80 minutes if you like. There it is, Marmazellis.
Wait till in Sheffield, there's some good places there.
Oh, OK. They need Marmazellis to be OK, and thankfully he's back on his feet now. So last tackle, their first set of the match, 7 minutes in. The magic right boot of Billy Magoulias. Good bomb. Caught up high on the shoulders, more or less, of Brian To'o there.
I think the Greek side will just be pleased to get that first set in. They just need to restrict this Samoan side to a few less metres and get a bit of confidence, I think, but they're really struggling.
Yeah, not easily done, and a bench stacked with some real powerful forwards. Royce Hunt, Oregon Kafusi, Martin Tapau to come off the bench. There won't be much let up. Harris DeVita putting the ball over the sideline there. There's Matt Parrish, the coach, very much a man under pressure. Now Junior Barlow with the ball. They've made the quarterfinals 3 times in their World Cup history, 2000, 2013, 2017. But this playing squad, you believe, has the potential to make Final Four. Levi's on the run there. And up again like a rubber ball. He bounced up. Junior Barlow, beautiful hands. Oh, what a shot. What a tackle Takamo has got there to save a try. Takamo there from the wing, and now Brian To'o puts it down. Well, that is quite sensational from the Greeks. In the match against France, it was Mitsias, the other winger, who had that huge hit. And that time, they have saved a try right on the goal line.
Yeah, that was a brilliant tackle. Lovely soft hands from Barlow just to get the ball out there, and they've just managed to scrape it and stop from scoring. That was great. They'll take a lot of confidence from that as well, just to keep him out that set. Hopefully they'll take some confidence from that.
Takamo, young man, 18 years of age, finds himself opposed to Brian To'o. There's quite a story around the number 2 for the Greeks. In Australia, the end of high school, you sit for the HSC, the highest school certificate. Well, he's deferred that. He had an opportunity to come to the World Cup. He was only 17 when he left, when he hopped on the plane. Wow. He's turned 18 in camp that enables him to play at this World Cup. He just thought too good an opportunity to pass up.
Well, of course, once in a lifetime.
So he's playing here now. Flockhart is with the ball. He plays his trade in the Queensland Cup with the Ipswich Jets. One of a couple players, Victorian-born from the state of Victoria in Australia, in this Greek lineup. And boy, if they ever make a really big footprint in rugby league, the Greeks, they've got to play down in Melbourne. Good kick there, Elias, outstanding, doesn't quite get it to inside the 20. But it's a big metre gain for the Greeks there.
I think that's the story around the Greek as well. A lot of them play community level rugby or semi-professional, or there's certainly not a lot of them who play professional rugby. And you know, number 14 Cambos, he left the game 18 months ago, and you know, was giving up, wasn't making any money, wasn't professional, and they persuaded him to come back for this World Cup.
We've got a good story of one of their bench players, Nikos Bosmos. He and his 3 brothers run a restaurant on the island of Rhodes, playing the Greek domestic competition. Now Papali'i on the run.
It's unbelievable, really. And then they've got to tip up to a tournament like this and play against the best players in the world.
Harris DeVita on that scurry. A New Zealand warrior this year, but as we mentioned, he plans on having next year off. He's just going to do a bit of travelling, a bit of writing. It's the most unusual path for a young rugby league player. Last tackle, Samoa. Levi, Harris DeVita, left foot kick. Has he got the range again? He has, but that's a good take. Falling, young Takamo there
Yeah, good kick pressure as well there. Just put him off a little bit and allowed his winger just to have that bit more time.
So he's had a good couple of minutes, the young winger, Satini, on the left wing for Greece, and now this is one of those hard sets coming away from their own line. But at least they've stemmed the scoring that was going against them with those back-to-back tries, and they're warming up into the contest now, and mind you, they needed to.
Yeah, otherwise it could have been a cricket score already. But yeah, the last few sets they've weathered and managed to keep them out. So hopefully we'll get a bit of confidence from that and get some field position.
And we've seen with Lachlan Ilias and Billy Magoulias, they've got some good kicking options to get them out of trouble. Nice tackle there on Centre Mugius there, 10 metres inside their own half, last tackle. And Ilias in possession. He's kicking from inside the 40. It's a spiralling bomb. That's a good catch from Sualihi. That ball was fizzing in the air there from Ilias. And the Samoans back in possession on their 30-metre line. Now for Brian To'o. Scorer of the first try today. Fiona is coming off the wing. What a run! Exploding through the middle, backing himself to within 12 metres of the line. Terrific run, Matt Fiona. It's been a weekend for the wingers at this Rugby League World Cup. Harris Tavita, Fiona and Sua. Lovely ball on the right. The Greek scramble is outstanding. They stop Crichton from scoring. Magoulias there. Chase Robinson there. That's lovely play from the Greeks. They got to get a pat on the back for that.
Yeah, great defense. He almost looked like he wasn't expected to be tackled there, like he was just gonna have a little walkover. But yeah, great D, yeah.
Yeah, first contact. Robinson was good. Jarred him back.
And after that run from the winger there, I think for the Greek team, you've got the pack running at you, then you've got the winger come on and do that down the middle. So.
St Georgialis has been coached since they played their first international in 2003. He is rugby league from his toes to the top of his head, Steve Georgialis, and an assistant coach at the North Queensland Cowboys in the NRL. So he knows a bit about winning this year in particular. Oh, there's a shot! Has put Stefanos Bastos down.
Nearly felt that one.
Yeah, that was a clean shot. This is more of what you can expect. Oh boy, Josh Papali'i. Mind you, if you're playing at a World Cup and you get a hit like that, it's probably a career highlight.
Yeah, lined him up.
Ilias has taken it over the sideline, and I don't mind that. They just take a little edge off the play, the run of momentum of the Samoans. Good young player, Lachlan Ilias. Andrea, there was a game this year in part of his growth. He's only had, this is his first full season of NRL. He got hooked inside 20 minutes of a game where South Sydney were going poorly. But it's sort of part of the makings of him. He bounced back from it. He didn't complain. So he steps up into a leadership role here. He's had real growth this year, Lachlan Ilias.
Yeah, exactly. What platform to do it on as well, and you know, it'll be quite difficult in the Greek team to kind of lead and play on the front foot, but yeah, great opportunity for him. So
again, the Samoans using their power game. Aliye, Luai is through. Their support inside. Jerome Luai offloads. It's another try. They've got their third. Danny Levi backing up. He was in jog mode in support. He was just coming along for the ride. But the damaging run of Luai, the ball play of the forwards on show there for 16-0. Yeah, the outside man came up a little bit too quick.
A good run from Ballo as well, just to take that outside man, engage him, and just turn his shoulder and just created that gap for him to go through.
Yeah, they got that all wrong in defence, and he didn't need much of an invitation, Jerome Luai, to take advantage. His left foot step can be lethal. because he does it sometimes as he catches the ball. He's changing direction.
Yeah, late change of direction. It's really hard to defend. But yeah, I think the Greek team got that all wrong there. 2 players going in the wrong direction just made it easy for him. But what an offload.
I said last night at the Jamaica-New Zealand game, Huddersfield, the Giants are well represented across this World Cup. Denny Levi's another one, although he's back to the Canberra Raiders next year. But if you're a Giants fan, you've got plenty of players to follow in this World Cup.
Yeah, definitely.
3 from 3 to Stephen Crichton. And Denny Levi, the latest try scorer. 4 tests for New Zealand, and today his 3rd test for Samoa. And now the 3rd try for his team. So Doncaster proving a happy hunting place so far for the Samoans, getting their World Cup campaign back on track. But the way the draw is structured, they're probably going to run headlong into Tonga in the quarterfinals. Get your tickets, if that's the case. Get your tickets for that one.
Yeah.
Battle of the Giants. You might need a Richter scale to measure the quality of the game. So Allier to play it. And again, they've come here with a game plan which is no sign of complacency whatsoever against inferior opposition. They're playing a power game through the middle.
Yeah, through the middle. I think the Greeks had struggled with the ruck against France, and France scored a couple of tries back on the inside down the middle, and I think it's a similar story today for the Samoans. Route 1 down the middle.
Like that though, good pressure from Theo Arcus there. Got out of marker, made a good tackle, and then put pressure on the kicker. So attention to detail. And as a result, Greece now back with the ball 9 metres away from their own line. They managed a couple of tries against the French. The last try of the game was one of the better ones we saw in week 1 of the World Cup. A long-range effort, but might be tough finding the same opportunities here. And right at the moment, I think the energy levels are low. They've made only 20 metres in this set. Sliding into the tackle there.
To be in the saps of energy, having to put 3, 4, 5 players in each contact.
I think judging by the last run of that set from Vranos, I think they need a Samoan error here. This is 21 minutes in, and they've done a lot of defending and defending against big bodies and a lot of chasing.
Yeah, already nearly double the amount of tackles the Samoans have had to make.
To'o on that run. Had a good season. His previous year, 2021, he made over 100 tackle busts. Brian To'o, incredibly deceptive and hard to handle. Samoa 30 metres from the line. Papali'i's short. The front rowers, Balo's ball doesn't find the mark, and Rugius is on to it. And that's the error they needed. Yeah, he knocked that one up. He'd be disappointed with that. It's almost as if it stuck to the hand.
Yeah, it's just that over, probably a little bit of overconfidence, that extra pass that's probably not needed. But when you're confident and they're rolling with it, they're going to try it.
This time the Greeks get the offload, and Mitsias ends up with the ball off the Ilias pass.
Yeah, he was good against France. I think for the Greeks to have any sort of success or get any headway, they need to get it out to the edges. Hopefully in some space, give him a bit of space to run.
Kambos took that run. He was slow to his feet. And this is, I know it's only 10 metres inside the Samoan half, but it's about the best field position they've had. Agulius with a poke to the corner. To'o is back for it. The Greek chasers are there. Oh, the turnstiles. Brian To'o through the front line, through the second line, and chased down by Ilias. The fullback Robinson has been left behind here for the Greeks. They're down a man. Lafai with the ball. Fione now 10 metres away from the line. The Greeks absolutely on the ropes here, if not out of the ring. Luai A cross and a step, and over they go. Chanel Harris-Tavita scores the try, but that was a Greek defensive line out on its feet.
Yep, and we're only 21 minutes in. I think, you know, they've ended up in a good field position there. You know, turnover ball 5-6 metres from the Samoan line. I think the one job they've got to do there is make that first contact and start the set as he means to go on, and, you know, a sloppy contact and he's gone half the length of the pitch.
You watch that replay, I wouldn't be surprised. Jace Robinson, he may have torn a pec in trying to tackle Brian Top, or he was left behind and is now leaving the field. This is a double whammy against the Greeks. They lose their fullback, and that might be his World Cup over. Harris-Tavita scoring the try. He's had some good moments in just his 3 tests for Samoa.
Oh, great feat there, but, you know, against a tight defence already and a scrambling defence, they're always going to struggle.
Well, that's sad for the Greeks. We just saw Chase Robinson go up the tunnel. We've got 4 converted tries here in the first half. Fionnay's had a good half. He'd be happy with his efforts, Matt Fionnay.
And to be fair, it could be the score could be a little bit bigger as well. You know, the Greeks have scrambled well and they've got some try-saving tackles and prevented them going over a bit more. But yeah, they do look a bit tired.
It's going to be a long 17 minutes. They've used up a lot of petrol. Petrol ain't cheap these days, folks. And I think Julius knows that. I don't think I've ever seen a bloke take so much time to put the ball on the tee here. They've got the old Peanuts cartoon there. So, Charlie Brown, it would be happy with that if they moved the finger away right at the last moment. Would have brought the house down. Samoa with the ball 15 metres out from their own line. Got Josh Aloye. He's in trouble. Josh Aloye, he's gone straight back down. He's got a lot of strapping on the right knee. A little curse, the Samoans. Lafai now on the run. So Aloye's back on the 20 with the trainer. And he may be gone here. That's not good. Liggy Sau on that run. Now Levi. Samoa, Harris-Tavita, Papali'i. They can sense tries. It is last tackle. Levi, Harris-Tavita finds the grass. It kicks on. It's well played by Greece. Just very cool. Able to shepherd that one over the dead ball line. That's Josh Aloye way back on the 20-metre line and looking rather despondent. By the Greek number 4. And, protecting the ball there.
Yeah, the first couple in that set, they held them there. They slowed them down. They set a little bit, and then just a great pass out wide. Just kind of made that defensive effort undone, to be honest. And again, you're just losing that battle.
Tell, obviously, with the bandaging, there's an issue there. I mean, that's a lot of strapping. They lost Tyrone May, dislocated hip, incredibly painful. They lost Hamiso Tabuai Fido. They lost Braden Hamlin-Ueli. Isaac Tungo, their centre, suffered a shoulder injury. As I say, they're a little cursed, the Samoans, on the injury front at the moment. They added both Tim Lafai and Ken Sio to their squad this week. Magulius with the ball here for the Greeks. Just by the by, too, they tell me their jerseys, they've sold out of the Greek jersey. They had only so many of them. They've proven very popular with the fans.
Oh, they have as well, and, you know, they've been based in Sheffield, and they've been, you know, I work for the Eagles and the foundation there, and the Greek team have been really, really positive, getting out to the community and engaging with people. So, yeah, it doesn't surprise me that they've had some new fans from that.
Julius's kick diffused there by Sulihi. In the NRL, they've basically seen him as a winger. What an athlete. At 19, when's he going to finish growing? How big is he going to be? Now Luai gets To'o on the run. Rushing up out of the line was Miles Gal.
Yeah, I think if you rush up, you've got to make that contact.
Now Barlow compressed the Samoan attack. It ended up with Sua. 15 metres inside the Greek half. They've scored 4 tries in the first half. This is Oregon Kafusi with the ball. Parramatta Eel in his first game for Samoa. Left side play. And now new man at fullback. It's the 18-year-old. Kamo there coming up with the ball. So his responsibilities have just gone up. And every set they've had the ball, they've started down this end. I mean, every run, you are running into 2 and 3 Samoan forwards, it seems.
Yeah, they're struggling, and that's where Samoa are just beating him at the minute at the road. They're slowing it down, they get the numbers in, they're big and powerful, and the Greek team are just struggling to get out of their end. They're going to have to try something a little bit different.
It's a little bit sloppy close to the sideline. There's appeals from the Greek players. The sideline official can't be any closer to it. He could have almost grabbed the ball himself and gone for a run.
I don't think he's sure.
This child just sorting out here. I don't think the players can hear the calls because of the bloody drums, to be quite honest. It's made it very hard, but it is adding to the atmosphere, so good to have them here. Just glad they're not my next door neighbours, that's all.
So yeah, just ask them to go to the other side.
Now, Harris DeVita and Royce Hunter's on the field. Big moment for him. Had some bad injuries to come back from. Now he's a test player. Luai, Harris DeVita, and on for Lafai. Pass is knocked down. Oh, that could be one they could challenge, the Greeks. Was that knocked forward? I'd be challenging if I'm them with 12 minutes to go in the first half. Mars will roll the dice. I thought this was knocked back. There it is, knocked down there. They dive on the loose ball. So video referee Grant Atkins will decide if the Greeks can have the ball here.
Yeah, mate. Video referee to match director. We just need to have a look at an angle that shows the ball being knocked down by Greece. We have a captain's challenge from Greece from the on-field decision of a knock-on. Play this through, please. Got an offload there. Just need another angle on that just to confirm the direction of the ball. Can we go back to the first angle, please, director? And slow.
Yes, is the player involved for the Greeks here.
Slow. The path of the ball is touched by Greece. In our opinion, the ball has gone backwards. The challenge is successful. We have a play the ball to Greece.
They've had a win. Crack out the Uzo. They've had a win on the challenge. Jeez, they needed that. Not only they needed the break, Andrea, for the captain's challenge decision. It's almost like I would have played the captain's challenge card there just to get the break.
I'm just more confused that people still drink Uzo. Is that a thing?
Yeah, of course they do.
I had a bad turn off it once. I haven't touched it since.
Johnny Matthias proving... Oh, Johnny Matthias, they get their revenge on him. That's for the captain's challenge, Johnny boy. They hit him nice and hard there. Hunt and Papali'i. And now with Gal. Watch this shot on a winger. Winger in. Oh, boy. Almost gave him whiplash, the shot. That is a winger running into the meat of the forwards. Oh, for this kick from Ilias. It has found the line. Well, that's heart-and-mouth stuff there. I think he'd just about given up on it. Have a look at his face. Lachlan Ilias.
Look like they're going out on the full then.
He stops complete. Things all... Oh, well done. Well done. Good sideline official work there as well. Eagle eyes. Play to restart with Samoans. 5 metres inside their own half. So they're bouncing back, having been beaten by 54 points by England.
Yeah, they've certainly come with a point to prove, I think.
They're accused of just not running hard or tackling hard in the first game, and I think that was entirely fair. Well, they've corrected that. That's been the crux of their game plan today. Run hard, tackle hard, and that's been around since 1895. Ball offloaded. Hunt finds his way through and has managed to slide over. Well, that is a moment for Royce Hunt. Knee reconstruction back in 2020. He's still trying to clock up 50 NRL games. It's been a checkered path. But now as a test player for Samoa. Well done, Royce Hunt.
Yeah, and again, just route one down the middle, little tip on, change of direction. Route 101, 4 or 5 plays streaming through. They could have picked 2 or 3 there.
In the NRL, you'd call him, until this year, really just a bit part player, and he had the injuries as well, but he improved massively this year at the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks under their new coach, Craig Fitzgibbon, former Kangaroo, who's had some good moments over here with the Australian side.
What's been nice to see from the Samoan team as well is just the soft touches, the little tip-on passes, the little bit of deception from the pack as well, the front row, and tipping each other through gaps as well. It's been nice to see. Great skill on show.
For some of the forward packs at this World Cup, and we saw it last night with the New Zealand side as Crichton bangs it over for 30-0 through 31 minutes. Doncaster crowd appreciative of what they're seeing here. Awesome sight though to those seeing a front rower run like that and step.
Seems to be a Southern Hemisphere thing. They've all got a step and a hip swerve, haven't they? The women are the same.
Looking forward to the start of the Women's World Cup, Andrea.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. It should be a great competition. Yeah, it's going to be really exciting, as is the wheelchair as well. That's a lot of it's based in Sheffield, so yeah, really excited for that to get going next week.
Women's World Cup, if you're not aware, we've spoken about the Jamaica story, the story of the Greek team, the Brazil team, and the women's.
Yeah, they're a bit of an unknown entity, to be honest. I think they've got a warm-up match this week, and yeah, they've not been seen on a world stage before, so it'll be really interesting to see what they bring.
Andrew Dobson, my co-commentator, former England captain for this Group A game, and Samoa with 5 tries on the board. Levi, one of those try scorers, offloading there in the near Arcus tackle, and now Leisel with the offload, left eye support. That is a great Samoan try. Jerome Luai sprints away to score. Support play, pushing up, left and right. It will be checked by the video referee.
It looked like he might have got over the dead ball before he put it down then.
I think he's only checking the put down, is he, James Joel, because Jerome Luai's gone so far, he was moving so fast. Surely he got it
Video
down.
ref to match director. We have a live decision of try. Just need to review the dead ball line and grounding. If you can show me the best angles for that.
Well, I don't think he's a fibber, Jerome Luai. Surely he's put this down, Andrew. Surely.
It's probably because of the rain we've had today. He's landed and not expected to slide 8 metres.
Just as he comes in, if we could slow it down to see ball. Stop there. Yep.
Oh, yeah, right.
Thank you. I'm happy we reviewed all available angles. I've made my decision.
All available angles. We looked at one. Jerome Luai almost had a sunny blue Williams moment, as we called it famously at Warrington from the 2013 World Cup, where he slipped over the dead ball line. That's a little closer than what you would want to, I would think, what Jerome did just there.
Yeah, it looked from up here that he got over, but yeah, to be honest, he'll say there was plenty of room.
Became a dad again near the end of the NRL season. So he's now played 3 grand finals in a row, 2-time premiership winner. Another one of the personality players in the NRL. Very good singing voice. Jerome Luai and Brian To'o. If you get a chance, Andrea.
Yeah, I'll have a look what they're on YouTube.
The boys are angelic. Angelic. There he is, Jerome Luai. His only try he'd scored in Test Rugby League before then was for Samoa against Papua New Guinea, where he played hooker that night. I had to go back and double check, but he was the starting number 9 in a test back in 2019 when he scored his only other Test 4-pointer. I think the hooking days are behind him now. There is Sualihi just having to check himself there on the catch. I know totally different opposition, but I am happy that Samoa are doing this now for the World Cup.
Yeah, they do. Again, obviously the opposition's, you know, a little bit weaker than England, but yeah, they seem to be doing the little things a little bit better. The shape, the push around the middle, and they're obviously, you know, creating that space a little bit better, and just the contact's better.
There's a pass off the deck that is a penalty. There was no question. I think referee Child had it 100% right, but was it Mitzias again who's got there? It was. He's got something in him, hasn't he?
Yeah,
defensively, Johnny
yeah,
Boy.
Pressure there. Let's see what the Greek team. I think this is the first attacking set they've had in the Samoan half.
Well, certainly the closest, and now a penalty. At 36-0, they could bang it over for 2, but of course they'll go for the try. Get behind the Greeks now. Let's see what they've got. If they've got a set play, this is their chance.
I think their favoured edge to go to was the left edge playing against France, so we'll probably see it coming down this end.
False start for Theo Niarchos. This time they decide to go with Sebastian Sell. He's a real estate agent down in Minnacong in the Southern Islands of New South Wales. Tackle 10 metres away from the line. Magoulias has kicked before the second tackle. He's got Jamaican on us, Billy Magoulias. Kick before the end of the set, kick early in the count. Oh boy.
Yeah, I think mix it up a bit the way forward, but not second tackle on your first set in. Good ball. Well, yeah, not sure what I was thinking there. They probably won't be happy with it there. The pack have got to defend again.
So that was their play, was it? Kick on tackle number 2, Billy Boy. Shorting goals, of course. You've got to be pinpoint. Now Levi with it, and just like that, Samoa are inside the Greek half. Brian To'o with the ball, flung down to the tackle. Pretty good effort in the end there to make the tackle from Varnos.
Yeah, good.
Now Harris Tavita, Luai, floating ball. I think Billy Magoulias is regretting the kick right at the moment, to be honest.
Yeah, they've just gone 80 metres, 4 tackles.
And now short side, Lafai, and he's managed to get the ball down. Well, if only they could rewind the tape, the Greeks. They'd take an axe to Billy's leg and then hold the ball and play out the set.
Yeah,
a minute later, Samoa score again.
I don't think they'll have thanked him for that second tackle kick. I certainly wouldn't if I were playing down the middle. But yeah, they're just struggling with that first contact. The first 2 carries the Samoans have gone 40 metres. They're just finding it really hard to restrict the metres and control that ruck.
Tim Lafai, pretty good for Salford this year, and now only called up this week for the injured players in the World Cup squad. So a 3rd World Cup at 31 years of age and scoring a try now. Not a bad step, actually, was it?
Good step. Too easy, though.
Terry Constantinu there was stood up by it. So this is bold from the Samoans. 40-0. 7 tries in the first half. So you know, it's been a weekend of statements. Australia on Friday night kicking it off against Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland will have been really disappointed with it. I mean, Australia looked really good, but I think Scotland will be disappointed with that. It was almost like they didn't have a plan B. They didn't know what, you know, how to challenge the Aussies. And yeah, again, it's a big statement from Australia, but disappointing for Scotland.
Crichton with another one. He has got radar-like kicking today. He's banging them over from everywhere. 7 converted tries to Samoa. They are now going better than the clock.
I think it's tough for the Greek side as well. You know, what is a plan B, what's plan C, and you know, if you say to mix it up and play a bit off the cuff and challenge them a little bit that way, but they're just not getting the ball.
Well, they've got a short kick-off in them. They go long again. And Hunt on the run that time. He knocks over Miles Gow.
Again, five players in that tackle. It's just taking all the energy out of them. They're having to defend narrow and look all that space out wide.
No player's been busier than Brian To'o in terms of carries of the football in his first half. He took the second one there. Ball has come loose, so how would a 42-1 scoreline go down at half-time? Do you think that's a possibility?
It's probably not been done before.
Well, if it got down to the last and you're in front of the post, they may be in a minute's time.
Why not?
This scrum 40 metres out from the Samoan line. I hope you're enjoying the action tonight from Doncaster. And the Greeks with their chance. Ilias, nice hands at the back. Equally good the tackle of Crichton.
I think they just need to complete this set and finish in a good field position.
Lamanzelis. And now Flockhart will take the run to centre field. So that's halfway through the set. They're 30 away. They've stacked the right-hand side here. They've only got 2 on the left. So that's the way they go. Magoulias then doesn't use any of them. Dummy and run. Line speed of the Samoan defence on show there. 2 tackles left. Ilias will kick before the last. I think I might have said that a few times last night. And Suolihi takes no chances, knowing that the clock is his friend here. So they've had 2 attacking shots. They kicked on the second. They kick after the fourth. Cambos is limping now. But that'll do us for the first half. This was the last play. Impeded chase, wasn't it, for Jake Cambos. Couldn't get a clean run. But Samoa will be happy with that. Real intent about their play. 7 tries, all converted by Stephen Crichton. A powerful performance has Samoa leading Greece at halftime, 42-0. Some bruised and battered bodies for the Greeks after that first half. When they had the ball, they were hammered. When they were defending, there were players knocked over like 10 pins. And warm applause for the Samoan side for their effort in the first half here in Doncaster. Jenny Meadows standing by to catch up with the Stars here. Let's go to Jenny right now with Jerome Luai, pitch side.
Jerome, it looks like Samoa's World Cup is back on track, and a nice try from you as well.
Yeah, a lot of motivation coming into this game. We just wanted to play with some pride, put some pride back in the jersey after last week's performance, but that's only the half. Our job half done, we've got another half to go.
40 minutes to go, but you can afford a little bit of a smile already.
What's that?
40 minutes to go, but you can afford a little bit of a smile already.
Never, not until the 80 minutes goes. Greece has got some good players in their team, and as a unit, we just want to put in a good 80-minute performance.
Good luck, go and enjoy the break.
Thank you.
A tough first half. You had a lot of defending to do. How's the energy levels?
They're pretty depleted at the moment, but you know, got a big half-time break at this current minute, so we'll get in there, soak it all up, come out ready for second half.
Go and have a rest. Well done.
Thank you. See you later.
See you later. Good on you, Jake. He limps off at half-time. It's been a tough day at the office for the Greeks. It is to be expected, but again, I stress, I'm happy to see Samoa playing up to their potential because they are a side worth watching. Looked good on the paper before the first game. Didn't fire a shot. Today they are producing, and 42-0 is the scoreline. To the Helens watching that game, and look, if you look into the crystal ball, the most likely quarterfinal combination, it's not locked in. I mean, the Cook Islands can have a say in it, but Tonga v Samoa is a very real possibility in the quarterfinals. And England potentially against Papua New Guinea. As I say, Cook Islands may have something to say about that, but PNG, the Kummels, to take it up to England. So,
yeah, that'd be a game. That'd be a good game again. You know, both Tonga, Samoa, they're not games to miss, are they? And I think Papua New Guinea have been, you know, they've probably got the strongest squad coming into a World Cup that they've had. So I think it, yeah, especially this Group D, it could go either way. But yeah, I think all those games would be ones not to miss.
They were probably unlucky to lose in the wash-up. Now our focus gets back here for the Greeks. It's hard. I mean, Steve Georgalis is there in the middle of the huddle talking to the bulk of the team.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot he can probably say to them currently. I think, you know, it's probably the little errors, the little wins, the little efforts that probably make a bit of a difference in this game. But Samoa have just been so powerful, so dominant. I think it's hard to kind of change too much, but you can't fault the effort. The effort from the Greek side and the grit to kind of keep on going. And to keep tipping up and getting pushed back. So yeah, I think it'll just be little efforts, keep going, and probably try and cause a bit of disruption. Go away from a simple game plan. Maybe go a bit Jamaica and just play really off the cuff and try and just catch them unaware.
It was somewhat of a ambush as it turned out the opening. I mean, Samoa had 2 tries on the board before the Greeks actually touched it or had a hit up. So the challenge for Samoa. So we saw New Zealand last night against Jamaica. They scored 34 points in each half. Australia were consistent across both halves in producing 80 minutes of football. Samoa, 7 tries. Can they match it? Well, maybe they can.
I hope not. 80-0 a bit. Yeah, you don't want to see scorelines like that in any sort of rugby deal, but yeah, I think it's a difficult one because Samoa want to take the foot off the gas. They want to keep putting the points on the board and getting to look at some of the players they've got. But on the other side of that, they've had a few injuries. Do they want to protect a couple and get some rotation in the squad and the team? And but yeah, they'll definitely not be taking the foot off the gas.
That was a nice shot, wasn't it? Seeing one of the supporters here in a Greek beanie. By the way, if you follow social media at Chasing Ruse, they sell rugby league jerseys, and I've been informed they will have a new shipment of the Greek jerseys early mid-November. So if you're chasing a Greek jersey, Chasing Ruse, at Chasing Ruse is who you need to follow, and you can order your jerseys through there.
I just think the story's been a great one for Greek rugby, and there, I know him, there's Sean, plays for our wheelchair rugby league side at Sheffield. Well, yeah, he'll be chuffed in on the telly. Yeah, I've lost my train of thought now after seeing him.
Well,
do you know what? He's messaged me as well. I've been sat here saying, make sure you mention the wheelchair team, so they must have heard him. But yeah, I don't think he's missed a game yet either.
Jerome Luai told us going to half-time. Nothing to smile about yet. It's about putting in the 80 minutes and see if they're true to their word.
I think it's tough as well when it's such a big scoreline. The Samoans will still have a game plan. They'll still have some things they want to fix up from the last game. So, it's hard to kind of stick to it. Sometimes when individually you can go away from it and just play a bit more off the cuff, but they'll, like I said, they'll still want to put the points on.
Second of 3 World Cup games here in Doncaster. We had France v Greece last Monday. We've got PNG v Wales still to come. Second half underway. 42-0 scoreline. Samoa over Greece. And gee, they almost threw a forward pass from the kickoff. He did well to pull it back. Lachlan Ilias. Gallard overrun his halfback, and now he gets his opportunity.
I think they'll just look to complete this set, get a good kick in, and try and get some field position, try and create some pressure in the Samoan half, and get some decent pressure. But again, they're struggling in that collision.
This is it. I mean, it's not a contradiction, but the Samoans have attacked with their defence at times today.
Yeah, definitely. They've just suffocated the Greek side and, you know, sapped everything out of them, and they're just struggling to get out of their own half. You know, the pack for Greece as well done some big minutes. There hasn't been much rotation.
Gal takes his second run in the set. And they get to the last, they make only 25 metres though, and that's been the story of the match for them with the Van Ball in hand. Suolihi bringing it back. He's offloaded. Jerome Luai, audacious to Harris Tavita and To'o with the ball up on halfway. So this is going to be a very tough 40 minutes for the Greeks. Now Stephen Crichton. And another offload. So, Suolihi cartwheeled in the tackle there. That all happened very quickly, and Suolihi back to his feet. Now Marty Tapau with the ball. That was quite spectacular, wasn't it?
Yeah, that could have been a penalty, but
the speed at which...
I think he went all the way around, I don't know.
Well, he had all the momentum, and you can't go into a physics lesson, but he was going so fast that he almost cartwheeled himself. And now Luai with the ball. The kick is going to roll, and they have to play it. It's taken dead for a line dropout for Greece. Watch what happens here. Explodes onto it. I mean...
He went over the horizontal, but all the way around, so, yeah, if it...
Well, there you go, the tackle. By the way, Suolihi's had some cautions for lifting the knee in the NRL as he gets two defenders. We saw a little hit of that. They've gone the short dropout. They haven't been able to channel Jamaica, or have they? Yes, they have.
There we go.
Well, there we go. Everyone's a reggae warrior this weekend, aren't they? Just an extraordinary night last night in Hull. The set restarts. I've never seen anything like it. I've been doing this job for a while, Andrea. I've never seen anything like what they did last night.
I think, like you said,
dropouts.
I think the Kiwi side will be doing some work on that in training this week before the next game.
By the way, while we're early in the second half, a shout out to all the players playing in the Physical Disability Rugby League World Cup action over in Warrington.
Yeah, that's brilliant as well. And if people don't get to see it, go and have a watch of it. And I think, you know, it's fitting to mention the Learning Disability Rugby League as well. Although they're not involved in the World Cup, they're involved with like the festivals and getting to the games and, you know, showcasing that as well. And that's brilliant as well to see.
So now shot onto the wheel again. The Arcus with the ball, but they're trapped inside their 20. Every set, every run is hard work. Gal is working hard since the break. Miles Gal, rugby league fans would find that rather humorous to have a combination of Nate Miles and the nickname of Paul Gallen, famously a punch-up in State of Origin, and then we've got a player as Miles Gal playing for the Greeks.
They're better carries as well, though, from the Greek side.
So Ilias with a kick. He's a very good kicker, isn't he? Comes off the boot sweetly. Suolihi with the ball. Keep the knees down, Joseph. Bringing the ball back into the Greek defence. And Sebastian Sill was first man up there. So this set starts 30 metres away from their own line. It's the best the Greeks have got is completing a set, getting a good kick, and hoping they can force a mistake.
Yeah, and they've not really gone away from that. Again, I think they're trying to match Samoa at their own game and just go down the middle. They've not really tried to, you know, throw the ball about and try something a little bit different. So, yeah, they're not going to match them going toe-for-toe down for the middle, that's for sure.
Set restart doesn't help. Luai caught up there. Minutes to slow the ball down completely there. Mitsias again, he's a game winger when he comes in defensively. I like him. He's my favourite Greek player, Johnny Mitsias. Luai with the ball. Offload, knocked back by Ilias. And the Greeks have come up with the ball. Well done. They found a way.
Well, it's been 5 minutes and they haven't scored, so it's already better than the first half.
This time with Constantinu with a run. These are the bang those drums. Actually, they probably don't need any reason. They just bang them anyway. Sebastian Sill there. Actually, his dad's a builder. So the dad's the builder, and Sebastian Sill's the houses. That's a good mix. Smart. Ooh, there's a shot. Top coming in.
There's a couple of lawyers for the Greek team as well. Jack of all.
What they say about the Greeks building the houses, they came, they saw, they concreted. Their entire front yard. And that ball kicked long and takes a left-hand turn. That's one of the best sets of the match from the Greeks.
Yeah, they've gone 40-50 metres there. They've turned the ball over in a good position. Let's just see if they can back it up and try and limit some of these metres the Samoans are making.
Ilias, first full year of NRL with South Sydney, stepped into the shoes of Adam Reynolds, who went on to the Brisbane Broncos. He'll be very proud of his efforts and finishing the year off with a World Cup. Now Laffey with the ball, there's the metres gained. And that is quite dramatic. Looking at those numbers there. Just 900 metres difference at this point. Manu Brown on that run.
I think the missed tackles as well. 42 missed tackles from the Greek side, 2 missed tackles from the Samoan. So it's just telling.
Western fans will be happy to see Manu Brown on English soil as Luai's kick. This is good. There's my man though. Johnny Boy Mitzias comes down with it. And he's doing a job for his team in a defensive capacity. So here goes the attacking defence of Samoa again. They felt every bit of that tackle. Lachlan Ilias. That's 3, and they're 10 metres out from their own line. It's a hard slog for the Greeks here.
Yeah, they've just been ruthless with it, Samoa. They're not letting up at all. Quite rightly so. They're not going to. It's a World Cup.
Chip over the top. Magoulias, they've done well. Now it's time to get excited. Takamoa tackled on halfway. Quick play the ball. Ilias, another chip over the top. Here they come. The bounce is there. Ball inside. Ilias will score. Campbell through the last pass. Andrea, you better get me the Uzo now. The Greeks have got to try. And it is a perler. Chip over the top the previous play. Chip over the top, let's do it again. Brilliant, and the Greeks have scored against Samoa.
Brilliant try as well. Just off the cuff, taking it away from, you know, what we said. Don't go down the middle, mix it up a little bit, try and just throw something different in, and they've done that, and what a brilliant try. Do you know what, for the game as well, it's needed, and it'll lift this crowd now and get them a little bit more animated.
There's the first chip. Billy Magoulias, he's a master. The young fullback in support. But let's go again. What about this? He was limping going to half time.
Literally out of nowhere.
So sharp from Ilias. Cambos, brilliant pass, perfect, stumbling, sliding.
Yeah, we were willing him on there. He looked like he wasn't going to make it, but oh, great try.
Makes you want to change the name of the passport to Vossilopoulos. That sort of try, if they get more like that. That's a brilliant moment for the Greeks here, scoring against high-quality opposition. And the quality of the try. Give me England, give me Australia, give me Tonga. They couldn't produce a try any better than that.
No, not at all. You know, they've gone 80 metres there as well.
They lead this second half 4-0.
It all came from that short dropout.
So Ilias for 6, and he's not happy with that. Shaved the left upright, but I don't think that was the target. So 42 points to 4. They're on the board and enjoy watching this try back again. What price a chip over the top the very next set? They go again here, maybe on play 4.
Yeah.
Billy Magoulias has a highlights reel of chips in his career in Australia, playing on grand final day of the second tier competition.
This one's going to be a big carry.
With his kicks over the top. So they're back with it. They'll be feeling better about things right now, and so they should. Having got their first try, Hustlers took the first run, and all of a sudden they're outside the 20 on a second tackle play. That hasn't been achieved previously.
Yeah, exactly. Really important they just get a good set here. So whether it's a repeat set, whether it's just good field position, whether it's just completing the set, just to back it up with something positive.
Here he is, Magulius.
No, not that.
Oh, dear me. Just got himself away there, Stefanos. And then lost the ball. Oh dear, poor old Stefanos is their most capped player. He played here in Doncaster for a few years in his career, but that is that's not his best moment, is it?
No, like I was just saying, after the real high of that, they just needed to back it up with a positive and a good set and build on that. They're now backed onto the line, and Samoa will come at them again here. But a much more respectable scoreline with 11 minutes gone of the second half. So.
All right, so Samoa having considered a try now to try and right things. Sualihi, he's falling, still able to offload. Fingernae hasn't been able to get the ball down. A pile-up of defenders in the corner. Lafai, Luai, and Fa'amanu Brown keeping it going for Sal. 10 metres away from the line. It's a huge line to the right now. Harris Davida, Luai, defence up quickly.
Good tackle, good read as well.
Great work.
Great scramble in that corner as well.
That was from Vranos. It's still on though for the Samoans. They couldn't regroup quick enough. And Fa'amanu Brown has scored the try for Samoa.
Yeah, I think Greece will be disappointed with that. They scrambled really well on that tackle, a good cover tackle on the right edge, and then it's almost too easy down the middle sometimes.
His tally was 16 tries, was it not, for Featherstone a couple of years ago?
Yeah, he's been a good player for the club.
Great comeback story. A bloke whose career was over because of injury. He was desperate plight, looking around the world to how he could treat the injuries he had. He made a comeback via the UK, then on to the West Tigers this year. And here he is at the World Cup. So many stories to tell.
Mexican wave going over to our left as well. Has another drop.
Mexican was one food I couldn't find in Doncaster. Went down the Woolshed, the food markets. Food from all around the world.
I'm not really up on my Doncaster eateries, to be honest.
Well, you've got to get your gear around it there, Andrea. I mean, you've been missing out. The culinary delights of the world are in this city of Doncaster. And tonight they're being treated to rugby league. The Dons, as they're called. Actually bought one of their jerseys at the supporter shop tonight, half price. Bargain. I reckon I'll be the only bloke mowing his lawn in Australia wearing a Doncaster jersey in a little over a month's time, once the cup's over. Oh, and they get a penalty out of that. Well, they've got a challenge up their sleeve. Not sure they can challenge that one, though. Interference, and Samoa want to get things going. I reckon that try hurt Samoa.
Yeah.
Conceding the try.
Yeah, definitely. I think they'll have just thought the points will have kept coming like it did in the first half, and they're having to work a little bit.
And short, nil was spoken about at half-time. Let's keep them to 0 and for the Greeks to score the first try.
Yeah, that definitely would have been the conversation. Just keep at it, keep them to 0, keep turning the points over and not to concede.
Hunt and Harris Davida there. This set 22 metres out from the line. The band plays on. Like the accompaniment to the Samoan attack. In this set, Harris Davida, Luai with it. There's a move off the right foot as he caught it. Now he's produced 2 left steps. Passes back for Brown. Hunt will take the tackle in front of the posts. Last play. And now to Powell and offload. It's a 3-on-1. Between the legs pass. Crichton scores. Little bit of the circus about that try from Samoa. But that is the talent they have. They love to offload. They love second and third phase play. And Crichton, who's got quite a healthy tally of points, as Samoa hit 50.
Yeah, they were lining up on that right edge of spaces there again. Again, they're just struggling. The Greeks are just struggling to maintain them down the middle. They're having to get the extra bodies in and scramble, and it's just leaving him exposed on the edges.
So it's Suoli'i with the between the legs pass. Here it goes. Yeah. Crichton would have got a good view of it coming his way. And scoring the try. So what's he got? He's got 8 goals. Crichton, now a try. Some healthy tallies this weekend, starting with Nathan Cleary on Friday night in Coventry. There he is, Stephen Crichton. Just a few weeks back, scored a try in a grand final for the 3rd year straight. A feat not done since the great Brett Kenny, who England fans I know love. Still one of the great Challenge Cup finals, wasn't it? Wigan and Hull all those years ago. And Brett Kenny, a star with Kangaroo Tours. He did it for Parramatta across 81, 82, 83. And here's Crichton with a tough one from the sideline. Looking forward to Reece Martin next up. Papua New Guinea, 41 in a row.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's been good for Leeds as well.
There's Crichton doing a bit of oh, he's hit the post. Well, there you go. We've pulled him up, Stephen Crichton.
You've probably jinxed him now. Reece Martin, you've probably jinxed him.
Parrish just seeing, did he miss that? Did he really miss that? Smiling Frankie Pritchard running the water bottle. A good man Frankie is. Had some health issues during COVID too, Frank. That's with the Samoan squad tonight. So 52-4, the first try not converted tonight. 9 tries now and 8 goals to the lone try by the Greeks. Back in the 2000 World Cup, I don't think they give a try the match these days, but 22 years ago when the Cup was here, they would give out a cash prize. It was around £200 and a little plaque for try of the match. Here's Tapau with the ball. Short of halfway now in the veteran class, Marty Tapau. Served New Zealand so well, and now Samoa. Another run there from Suoli'i. This is Luai. The kick is charged down. They'll get it back, Samoa. And a set reach start for them. No luck there for the Greeks.
Looks offside there.
Now Tapau with it. Offload. Chanel Harris-Tavita. Straight up the Haydiddle. Not able to pass with 3 men on his outside.
Well, again, they're lining up on that right edge.
Luai and players, Kafusi, there was a call of obstruction by the Greeks. They're 9 metres away from the line. Brown, Luai, goes short this time to Crichton. Crichton is held up. That's the 4th. Luai will send them left. Chip through, or rather grubber kick through. Oh, well done. Very nicely done by Chanel Harris-Tavita. The scramble wasn't on point there from the Greeks. And they get a quick try back-to-back there, the Samoans. Luai just running the show at the moment for Samoa.
Yeah, he is. It's too easy. Is it Magoulis? He should have got a look like he should have got a hand to that. Again, just seems a bit laboured. Or maybe I'm being a bit harsh there. It was a bit of a low bounce, wasn't it?
Yeah, it got away from him, didn't it? He wasn't going to bend the back though, Philly. And Chanel Harris-Tavita getting the try. But you are seeing the skills of Jerome Luai here, as good as you see Nathan Cleary. If you don't watch a lot of Penrith in the NRL, you can now imagine just how good they are when they have their 7 and 6 with the ability they have. Cleary and Luai is a sensational combination in the NRL.
Yeah, nobody's getting close to him. He's just running the show. He's picking his kicks. He's picking his passes. Looks like he's having a nice time.
Well, to be fair, I mean, it's one of the reasons why we had those high expectations before the first game. It is why 60-6 was an embarrassment. Luai, Crichton, To'o, Tungo, 4 of the back line of Penrith,
yeah,
the starters.
Well, to be fair, they went into that match probably the favourites, and nobody, not one person would have expected the scoreline there. But as an English fan, I'm not complaining. But yeah, you definitely expected a closer contest.
So now Luai again, and across with Lafai. Tackle. That's Johnny Boy again. Mitzias.
He's worked really hard.
He's an incredible defender on the right wing for Greece. And then from the centre, the ball is lost. Came loose from Royce Hunt. Scooped up there by Sell. And Greece have the ball 10 metres inside their own half. It was Royce Hunt. He's having a pretty good debut. He got through Zealous, but then loses control. A few flaws in the Samoan game, probably a few too many errors for their liking. But I have liked the way they've gone about their work tonight. 58-4, 18 minutes to go. Sunday night in Doncaster. And Magulius on the run here. 10 metres inside the Samoan half. Could they come up with a second try? Probably not with passes like that. Back it goes for Bosmos. He's out there. He is the bloke who has the restaurant. If you ever get to Rhodes, or the island of Rhodes, see Nikos. Mention the World Cup. Buy one, get one free in terms of the meals. I've made that up, but you might want to give it a stab.
I'm going to go say I've got a voucher now.
Yeah, that's it. But Vossi said I'd get...
Yeah, okay.
Now Samoa's through with Crichton. Put a step on the fullback. And 32 metres away. Another try is looming. Brown is with it. Fended up to the 20. Levi. Luai. Nice play. Lafai. Fiona to score for Samoa. I can only mention that man again. Jerome Luai is running this show. He's the maestro here in Doncaster.
World class tonight. Again, they're just making it look easy. That it isn't for the want of the effort of the Greek team. And
watch the replay. He's playing at his own speed, though, Luai. He sees plays unfolding in advance of what is about to happen. He's so in control of this game at the moment. Big run by Crichton. And you often see head-on replays of Luai. He sells the defence. He commits the defence with his eyes. He gets them guessing what is he going to do, and then he can move quickly to the left, or he can step off the left back in. I mean, he's got the whole box and dice, Jerome Luai.
They're just giving a little bit too much time as well. They're not putting any pressure on him at first receiver. They're just standing off him and letting him pick.
Proud night for that man on screen, Matt Fiona, and for Jerome Luai. Well, he told us he's living up to his words from what he said at half-time. We'll do the smiling then at the end of 80 minutes. So they are back into top gear now, and we get to watch this right from behind Stephen Crichton. Your angle you're seeing at home is our angle from the commentary area. Crichton, and he's pushed it across the front, so he's gone from a streak to missing his last two. 62-4, or missing 2 of his last 3, hasn't he, Stephen Crichton? And Fiona, the latest try scorer. I know this is totally hypothetical, Andrea, but what you've seen of Samoa through 65 minutes here, if you could take them back 8 days and play like this, what would have happened?
Yeah, probably. Well, maybe a slightly different score, but I'd still put England to put quite a few points on them. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, they look a completely different side today.
Short kick-off. Sorry, Andrea, coming off for the Greeks.
But yeah, I think England looked good though as well. I think everyone was that surprised how poorly Samoa played. I think it probably took the shine a little bit off a good England performance for the first match of a World Cup. So
I think that's a fair comment. Well, this is a chance, the Greeks. And Ilias, he bounced away from one. That was Sau that he got through to within 5 of the line. What a chance for them. Amazelis with the ball, little show. But into the clutches of the defence of Brown there. Last tackle. Have they got a kick? Just on the short side, Magulius, of course he's got a kick. But fielded by Sualehi. The long legs of Joseph. Crichton in support. Samoans pushing up, but not quite getting there in time. And Ilias with a gallant chase back to make the tackle. To'o, Luai, long for Lafai. Fionnet's on his way again. He'll back himself in a corner. There's a shot. Yes, indeed. The Greeks show the determination and the efforts to save a try. You gotta love that. This bloke, Johnny Matias, he is one determined customer. His defence.
He's literally just come over from the left edge of the field as well, chasing down that other break to get across 80 metres to make that contact as well. Great effort.
Johnny, where did you learn defence like that? He pulled off one of the biggest hits of the first round of matches against France. It got massive runs on social media replaying the big hit. Tonight he has been sensational. Now, Johnny plays for the West Magpies back in Australia, not in the top tier.
Is that second tier?
Hasn't seen NRL action. First played for Greece in 2019. But gee, if I'm out there now, I'm writing his name down and just saying, right, I want to just see a bit more of Johnny. Maybe the NRL isn't beyond him. Liam Sutin is out there now.
Oh, good offload.
With a good offload. Amazelis straight up the middle. Greek fans get a little excited. So does the band. Kick back in field. Sualehi is with the ball. You've got to have the kick chase on song. A lot of running meters next to Joseph Sualehi tonight.
Yeah, just a little bit too far, that kick.
Ryan Tottle running through tackles.
He's been good as well. What an athlete he is.
Now Luai back into their work. Fionnet with the ball. I think they sense a tired Greek side now. They can power their way through the middle. Papalihi's back on the field. Josh Papalihi with it. Hopping on for a ride. He put 20 cents in the slot. Adam Branos, or 20p, has gone for a ride on the back of Josh Papalihi there. Brown linking up with Kafusi. And Oregon Kafusi in one side, out the other, offloading. And Danny Levi scores his second try of the match. But one of those players on debut has had a good moment there. Oregon Kafusi played for Parramatta. He's off to the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks in the NRL next year.
Yeah, again,
sets up a try.
They're just running at a tight defence, and they're trying to pinpoint and just run down the same channels and get these tired middle Greeks in. They're just really struggling with that first contact and containing the Samoans.
Well, like with New Zealand last night, you're seeing the forward depth of the Samoans. I mean, the bench players, the bench forwards have been great. Hunt and Kafusi have been very
really
good. So yet another try, and you would say with 10 minutes to go, if they get a rush of possession, they may match the Australian score from Friday night.
Yeah,
it's not beyond them.
It's looking likely, but I think the Greeks have been better in the second half. you know, the Samoa haven't scored as many points yet. I mean, there's still 10 minutes to go, and there might be a couple more tries in them. But yeah, you know, with that try as well, and they've had a little bit more possession in the Samoan half and near the line. They've just not been able to capitalise it. I think, you know, the Greek nine has run well. He's spotted when to go, and he's created some space and made some meters. So yeah, they have been better this second half, the Greek side.
Alrighty, so we get to see the try again. Yeah, Oregon Kafusi, he's been more or less a permanent bench player at Parramatta, but still plays some big minutes and got to play in a grand final. So at the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks next year, short kick-off wasn't really contested there. The range was probably right, but they didn't chase it hard enough, I thought, there.
Yeah, not that time.
Can't wait to see Jamaica play again. Short kickoffs, get ready for it. It's the short kickoff show. Levi and Samoa with the ball inside the final 9 minutes now.
Did they count how many short kickoffs there were?
Oh, well, I think there was 117 actually. No, I used my fingers, then had to take all my socks off and still couldn't. I just ran out of the count.
I think it still made for an entertaining game though, regardless of the scoreline. I think it was for neutrals and fans equal just to watch. I think it just made it a little bit more entertaining.
Here's Luai with the bomb. And Johnny's all over it at the back. Mitzias with the ball for Greece. And they will come off their own line. It's something we've seen a lot of. I think there's going to be some very tight Greek bodies here tonight.
Yeah, I think they'll be willing that clock down.
Isn't that like what you'd want to do when you finish a game? North of England, ice bath end of the game.
Yeah, we generally don't have to have ice baths in England.
Oh, what a disappointment.
No, we do.
Oh, you do? Yes.
It's almost tropical today, though, in Doncaster.
Oh, it was balmy, positively balmy in Doncaster. I ripped the shirt off at one stage.
I had me washing out yesterday. It's breezy, yeah.
Hold the front page. Ball goes long. Sualihi is with it. And back he will come, linking up with Brian To'o. Now they're moving. Samoa with the ball over halfway. To'o back to Sualihi. Last line of defence. Had gone through the first, the second and the third lines there. Brown, Luai, the skip, the kick. Fine getting through. Covered up by Takamo. He's going to try and get back to the field of play. That's a great effort. Just as we saw with the Jamaicans. Effort and pride in performance. The Greeks are showing us here. Oh, dear. That tackle's going to hurt. Mitzias, he's handed out some tackles. He's been punished a couple of times himself, hasn't he?
You won't want to be on the end of that one, yeah.
He's going to need a chiropractor tomorrow, Mitzias. You know a good one in Doncaster?
I don't know.
Yeah, he'll need...
Yeah.
That's twice in the match. He's almost been snapped in half. Mitzias became Mitzi. Jaden Sewer over the top.
If it gets worse, the more they show it.
Yeah. So, I don't know when you're down getting attention too, whether the drums and the music helps. I don't know. Now he's got the cotton wool up the nostril. Yes, but you think that's the dramatic effect? Yeah, sure. Well, hang on. They've had a review of this. Well, this is interesting because if they were to say shoulder contact to the head and he's off to the sin bin, look, I wonder whether there'd be any further action against Jaden Sewer. Off he goes, sin bin, head contact.
It didn't look initially around the head. It looked chest contact, but...
All right, so 12 men for Samoa for the remainder of the game. To Mitzias's toughness and his credit, he's still out there. Now, Andrea, you have the job too of picking a player of the match. You have time. There's some thinking time.
I think this is pretty obvious.
I know there's thinking music here, so maybe just write it down, keep it a secret if you can.
Yeah.
Look us with the ball here for the Greeks. On halfway. So this time, the man who set up the try, Cambos, taking a run. 40 metres away from the line. Magoulias holding it. Ooh, not an obstruction. Play on, says referee Child. Long pass across to the left side. And Bosmos will be called to play it. They're 30 away. A second try. Can they get it? Chip over the top. It worked one time, but Junior Barlow is back there.
He's been good as well. He's been exceptional tonight.
Marmazelis thought he'd try it. So with 5 minutes to go, they're outside the 20. 68-4. Maybe one try, maybe not two more. Now on halfway. And look at Papali'i, a front rower running like that in the 75th minute. No. Levi, Luai, cut out ball. Laffey with a run. That's the play on. It's knocked back. Greeks with the ball, and referee Child says play on. So they survive, and that's again their credit, effort. You know, they're way gone in the game.
Yeah,
but they're chasing and scrambling.
Yeah, it's clear the effort, the desire, the effort's there from the Greek side. And I think it'll be a test for the Samoans now with one down. You know, when regardless of the score, they talk about, you know, that concentration, that effort.
So ball over the sideline. It's a little scrappy there, and 68-4. Samoa will have a chance. In fact, I think this is trick shot time from this scrum. You might see something a little unconventional. I think message has gone to Luai. He's put his players out on the left side on notice. You might see Suolihi sweep around late here. They've got something doing. There's something planned here by the Samoans. The Greeks will want to be ready for it. Suolihi is stalking behind the scrum. And Luai along for Laffey. Well, it is actually just conventional. The Greeks do well to defend. 11 metres away from the line. Fiane, Luai. Oh, that's good from Magoulias front on. Oligui play on with Levi. And kept alive for Kafusi. This has been some of their best defence of the game for this last period. The Greeks. This time with Luai, moved away, loses the ball under pressure. Well, that is the pressure of the Greek defence. They cut down Jerome Luai's time with the ball. Well done from Lachlan Ilias.
Yeah, they just need a little bit more of that for the last 70 minutes or so. But yeah, great defensive effort. That first one before, they just need to wrap the ball up. The good first contact, just need to stop the offload where possible as well. But again, easier said than done with this Samoan side.
All right, Andrea, let's see who you've come up with your Kazoo player of the match. Let's do a reveal.
Yeah, well, I think it's pretty obvious, to be honest, and I think he's controlled the game. He's worn a bit of a dinner suit and picked and chosen. That is Luai. Well, was it supposed to be longer than that? Did you want more?
Well, Brian Toto.
Oh, yeah, he was really good, yeah.
We've got a few.
Yeah, and, you know, the pack's been really good as well. And again, like I said before, some little touches from the pack as well, and just been dominant in everything.
Well, we're keeping you suspense. We're merited down to 2. Ball goes long. Fiane with the ball. And he's got it up over the 30-metre line. Well, we were thinking maybe they could get to 80. Now they might not get to 70, and that's been the effort of the Greeks to defend at the finish. Suolihi with the ball. People on tenterhooks wondering who is that Kazoo man of the match? Is it Toto? Is it Luai? Now Levi Passing up for Brian Toto, who's trying to make one last claim. He's through the front line. He's offloaded. Sao got the ball. Luai, the other contender, on the left eye to score for Samoa. Sliding over in the left. And they do crack 70, but they won't be getting to 80.
Yeah, and I think that is a credit to the Green performance in the second half. They have really, they have matched them in parts and that effort and scramble. So yeah, but great try though.
Nice comeback to International Rugby League for Tim Laffey tonight. This time last week, not in the squad. There's your tackle buster Toto.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got him. If you did give man of the match to Brian Ty, we've got him running for over 300 metres, you know. He's had over 20 carries.
He's been very good.
He's had 1 million tackle busts. And Jerome Luai, last ball, on to Timmy Laffey.
I feel under pressure now.
Wow. I'm sorry to sound it, so this will be the last play of the game. And the Kazoo player of the match is Jerome Luai. There you go. It's almost a dead heat. If there's any cash involved, I think you're entitled to split it up there.
I don't think I'll be given that job again.
I told you they're the singers. We've got to get them together at the end of the game and have them sing. That will be Jenny Meadows' job at full time, to see if Jerome or Brian would want to have a sing, get them together. So Crichton with a shot from the sideline to finish. But he's chasing perfection as well. He'd be disappointed with a couple of his second half misses. But I guess you can say Samoa are back in business at this World Cup. Crichton misses with a kick, but it's a big win. They were thrashed by 54 points in game 1 of the World Cup by England. They had a point to prove tonight. They've delivered a very good performance, and now they have to build on it. Full time, Samoa 72, defeating Greece 4. And Parrish, a happy man tonight. Some real positives to work on there. And they have a match against France to come. The Greek side to take on England in Sheffield, in what will be another tremendous thrill for them, playing the host nation at this World Cup. And there you go. That's what we highlighted last night. The moment for some of these players to be shaking hands with superstars of the NRL. It's all part of it.
It is, and it's the occasion. You know, I mentioned before that I think rugby league's got a great connection as well, and there's people here from community clubs and just fans of the sport, and being able to see these, you know, international stars in places like this, but also for the Greeks, it's, you know, what they've come through, their adversity to be here, and yeah, it's a special occasion. I think it's a lot bigger than what goes on the pitch. There's a real legacy to be had from this World Cup for a lot of nations, and, you know, a lot of legacy to be had in the towns and cities where the games are being played.
And I tell you, Doncaster's been a terrific host as well. Well worth a visit. All right, let's go to our Kazoo man of the match, Jenny Meadows with Jerome Luai.
Small now. It's small now.
I am with Jerome, and Jerome, can you smile now?
Yeah, I can actually. Great performance from the lads. Yeah, just move on to next week and we keep building from here.
You all seem like you're really playing for each other. You were kind of citing gaps, you were signalling to each other. Your team is just going to build every single week now. Yeah,
definitely. You know, we had limited sessions before that first game. We got a bit more practice in this week, and I think our combinations are coming together really nicely. So good win tonight, but it's going to be a tough match next week against France.
Well, we really look forward to that, but we've really got to say congratulations to you, player of the match. Vossi in commentary said you seem to be playing at your own speed. You kind of cited gaps. You really gave your opponents, they were just guessing what you were going to do next. So congratulations. Are you pleased with your own personal performance?
Yeah, it's just the boys around me. Like I've said, we've had a few more sessions together now, and we've gotten to gel a lot more off the field and on the field as well. So really pleased with the performance as a whole, and just want to say hello to my babies back home. I miss you and I love you. See you soon.
Well, congratulations, you were a star on the pitch.
Thank you, appreciate it. Take care.
Yes, well done. Terrific to watch Jerome Luai tonight in Doncaster. Fans got to see one of their personality players in the National Rugby League who can back it up with some 5-star ability. Stats show us 72 points to 4. The total metres gained over 2,000. You don't often see that. 2,036 running metres by the Samoans. That is an incredible number. So,
you know, before the first game, so you know, we always thought we'd be, you know, get better as the tournament goes, and as I said, I think we'll be better next week than we were this week.
We talked pre-game about the injuries. It certainly didn't look like you had any kind of weaknesses in your team. So much strength in depth, even the guys on the bench.
Yeah, no, that's one of the strong points of our squad. We have got a lot of depth, and we've got, you know, a few players to come back next week. I just hope we haven't picked up too many injuries from this weekend.
And one more game to go against France before you get to those knockout stages. Feeling confident going into that game now?
Well, it's a knockout next week, isn't it? You know, we've got no doubt the French game will be massive, and it's another game we're looking forward to, and I know it should be a great game. So we want to get everyone, all them Samoans in Warrington that supported us in 2013 to get back there and support us next week.
There you go. That's the rallying call. Good luck next week, Matt.
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, he's right, Matt Parrish, isn't he? It's a sudden death game next week. Winner advance, loser leave the country, pretty much. And 2013, it was sensational scenes in Warrington when the Samoans played New Zealand. So that is the table. We confirm for you England, Samoa now with that big boost to their points differential, and France and Greece 0 and 2. But better for the experience. Let's hear from their coach, Steve Georgalis.
I'm here with Steve. Steve, you faced a Samoan side who really wanted just to get back into it. They suffered a heavy defeat last week. They were tough opponents today.
Yeah, I suppose about 20 minutes to go, and then you've got Joseph Paulo and Papali'i coming on. You think to yourself, oh wow, they have got some good players. Yeah, they were always going to come back from last week's disappointing loss against England, but again, our boys, the effort was there, and you know, bar a few missed tackles, you know, and I mean the scoreline didn't really reflect how much effort they put in.
Your guys put a lot of effort in. They were having to respond all the time, particularly that first half. Did you think the second half went better for Greece?
Yeah, well, I asked them at half-time, you know, to make their one-on-one tackles, make sure that, you know, we've got a bit better field position. You know, and I also told them to play a bit of football, try a few things, which we did, and, you know, we got a try out of it, which is really pleasing for them.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest cheer of the whole evening. You come to a Rugby League World Cup and you want to take on the best in the world. You wouldn't want an easy route. Next up, you've got the host, you've got England.
Yeah, it's not getting any easier. I mean, we go France, Samoa and England, and I just hope we've got 17 players next week. I don't think most of our players aren't used to that sort of physicality, and I thought they were really physical today. You know, we really tried to stop Samoa's flow out of the backfield, and you know, a few 6 agains, a few penalties, and it's very hard to defend 12 tackles in a row. But yeah, it's not going to get any easier next week.
Well, you've got a lot of new supporters from this tournament. Good luck next week. It's been great to have you part of it.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, so if you're a physio or you're a chiropractor, a masseuse, I mean, get in touch with Steve Georgalis, care of the Greek Rugby League team. They've got some sore bodies. What you witnessed over the previous hour and a half, it was brutal at times, some of the defence, and you know, credit to them to still keep punching well above their weight figuratively at the finish. But the story tonight, Samoa, they were going to be one of the headline acts for the World Cup. You've seen it with players like Luai, To'o, Sualihi, Crichton, Papali'i, Barlow. I mean, they are superstars. This side, if they improve on tonight, get past France, well, who's to say Game 1 might be a distant memory? They go into the quarterfinal sudden death stage playing to their potential. Maybe don't write them off just yet.